The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And the Mavs are just so good at getting the looks they want. Always one of the more explosive teams in the league. What makes them so great on the offensive end, Jet?
Well, great shot selection. You know, Ernie, they're 5th in the league last year in field goal percentage. You know, they're patient, they move the ball around, and then when your best player, Dirk Nowitzki, takes great shots, it just bleeds into the rest of the team.
That's right. The iron leg assassin can bail you out of bad possession with that turnaround. That iron leg turnaround is deadly.
Yes, it is.
And,
Ein means one in German.
Yeah.
Ein, zwei, drei, vier, fünf.
How many languages do you speak?
How do we know he's telling the truth, though?
Oh, I used to live in Germany.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That means see you later, goodbye.
Yeah. Well, why don't you say that to Kevin Harlan?
Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, Kevin.
We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in L.A. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. Along with Greg Anthony and I'm Kevin Harlan, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. And, of course, Devin Harris. This is first game in his new Dallas Mavericks uniform.
Somewhat anxious to see how this team is going to evolve since the trade was made. I mean, he is a guy that could end up being a key player for them as we get ready to hit that stretch run.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Mavs head coach Rick Carlisle is known for his command of X's and O's, and he demands the same from his players. He tests them with tablets. They're shown a clip, it freezes, and then they're asked what they should do next. Zaza Pachulia said, I was like, come on, a test? I did this in school, but not in basketball. But it works. You take the tests, and you start to remember things better. Evan?
Great stuff, DA. Thank you. Midway point of the season, games starting to add up now, Doris. How do the players keep the mental side of their game sharp and efficient?
I think the veterans have always told me, Kevin, that part of that is you just get in a rhythm and a routine. So if you're on the road, you do a certain thing at a certain time of day. You're going to have your meals at a particular point. You're going to head to the arena on the first bus, the second bus. There's a real rhythm and routine to making sure you're staying sharp.
So routine brings sharpness. Is that what you're saying?
I would say that that's a big part of it.
Big part. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Nowitzki. Curry is out there with Matthews. Then it's Noel. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Now here's Johnson. Pulls up on the wing. And he knocks down the jumper.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Oh, absolutely. If they're going to allow him that kind of space, he's going to make more than his share of those today.
Here's Curry. Over in the corner, Barnes. Nowitzki a screen. Shot off the screen. Barnes can't get it to go. Gallinari outside. There's the feed to Bass. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bass has got his first bucket in this one.
You know, the accuracy on that assist was perfect. He hit him in the dead run, exactly where it needed to be.
Nowitzki with the screen on Beverly. Curry kicks to Matthews. The dish to Noel. Clock at 6. No good that time. Good work defensively by Johnson. Molinari passes to Beverly. He feeds it to Rivers. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Beverly dishes to Bass. Count that bucket. Bass has got his second basket.
You know, the key to that possession was really the pass. Perfectly placed assist, made the shot the easy part.
Outside Curry. Pass to Matthews. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He looked like he rushed that look. Just needs to take his time, and the shot is there.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And it's the one thing that this Clippers franchise they can't seem to escape, and that's drama. I mean, every year there seems to be one odd story coming out from this team. You have to think that it wears on their ability to stay focused over the course of a season.
And he makes the first. And with the Clippers and their drama, most recently, Greg, it had been Blake's off-the-court incident and the team convincing DeAndre Jordan to stay.
Yeah, and there's a reason why the Clippers play in the land of Hollywood dramas, right? I mean, you would think if they could make it through a season drama-free, they could be scary.
Rivers hits both of them. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Curry with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Outside Matthews. 6 to shoot. Barnes outside. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Man, they've missed 4 of their first 5 shots. Rough start.
Beverly with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. A nice shot by Rivers. And so it's Dallas with it. Trailing here by 8. Fresh from a win against Portland.
They drew a lot of fouls in that game, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
When your key contributors sit the bench because of foul trouble, obviously that's a problem, and they got plenty of freebies from the charity stripe.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me. This high-powered offense has been on display. They're having their way at that end of the court.
And for the Mavericks, Doris, some tough luck with injuries over the last few seasons, sapping their strength come playoff time.
I think, Kevin, they need everything to bounce their way to make a deep playoff run. They're hoping the basketball gods are a little more forgiving this time around.
And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Clippers.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of three-point attempts, and that's been the league-wide direction, and this group has been no exception.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Curry kicks to Noel. Nowitzki outside. Barnes outside. Nowitzki sets a screen for Barnes. Shot clock at 5. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Barnes. Nowitzki's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And that one's good. Beverly.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Matthews. A 14-point game for him in the win against Portland. Nowitzki. And that one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Well, hard to dispute. They faced very little resistance. But still, you have to convert when given the opportunity, and they certainly did.
Here's Curry. Gallinari making his last shot. Nowitzki with the screen on Beverly. Curry kicks to Barnes. They set the pick. Matthews against Rivers. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you think of guys who are 3-and-D wings. Wes Matthews, throughout his career, has been one of the league's best. A prolific shooter and tremendously physical on both ends of the floor.
First one falls for him. And Wesley Matthews very capable from long range, but that's not all he does offensively, Doris.
No, Kevin, he's gotten much better attacking the closeout and stepping in to hit that mid-range jumper. He also looks to use his strength, going to work on the low block.
Both free throws good from Matthews.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Bass with the screen. Beverly the pass to Gallinari. Johnson with a screen on Barnes. And stolen by Barnes. And Nowitzki with a clear path to the basket. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Brandon Bass.
Just terrific concentration from Dirk Nowitzki, right? He takes the hit like a champ and nails the shot anyway. You know, Dirk Nowitzki really changed the definition of power forward in the NBA. What impresses me, though, is the way he's expanded his game offensively since he came into the league. He's always been a great shooter.
And people forget Nowitzki didn't really have a post game when he first came into the NBA, Doris. He'd play all face-up in Europe.
Right, that's right, Kevin. I mean, teams were putting smaller defenders on him, just trying to get him off the three-point line. He had to develop the back-to-the-basket game to punish opponents when they tried to put him in that situation.
Now here's Rivers. 9 points last game. Steps back and shoots. Matthews with the rebound. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. 5th, the Mavericks.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Nowitzki. It's rebounded by Bass.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Gallinari outside. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Mavericks trail by 6. Curry kicks to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. The Clippers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Pass to Gallinari. Five to shoot. Back to Rivers. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And checking out the stats for Beverly. How last month turned out for him, he's right around 9 points a night, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Curry kicks to Nowitzki. Good on the shot. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bass with the screen. No good off the back of the rim.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
Now here's Barnes. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
You know, his rebounding was extremely impressive, too. I mean, he snagged some huge boards out there.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Beverly. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
That free throw, no good. Well, is always on the hot list of topics as teams each year try to increase their odds at winning a championship. What do you feel are the key ingredients for a championship caliber team?
Talent, first and foremost.
Sure.
I mean, you think about some of the great stars who've won multiple championships. Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. One is talent. That's the first part. Coaching. I think coaching in the NBA is underrated. And then increasingly depth because, of course, over the years, the season has gotten longer. The playoffs have gotten longer. It takes more players to win in the NBA than it probably used to.
Is the feel in the locker room overrated? Is the cohesion, the culture, is that important on that list?
You know, it's a terrific question. I do think you can win without chemistry. I certainly think for us, you can feel it when a team is connected and when they enjoy playing with one another.
Like Golden State.
No question about it.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
I think he just got nervous there, guys. Not sure what he was going for there.
Decker's checked in for the Clippers. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Harris dishes to Barea. Back to Harris. And that misses. That would have put him up.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The Mavericks trailing. Inside. Plumlee with the steal. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Clippers. Right now they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And of course there's the Mavericks, a half game back.
And I think for Dallas, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
And with the major changes we know are coming, now you have players fighting for their jobs, trying to prove they deserve to be here beyond the end of this season.
Now, here's Decker. His last outing, he had 8 points. Now, Barea. Fires at the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing. Clippers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Plumlee with the screen. Harrell, the pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. That shot is off. And it's Dallas the other way. Throws it up high. That shot off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. Nobody near Williams. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harris kicks to McRoberts. Plumlee with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Plumlee's got it. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Mavericks trail by 4. .149 left in the first quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Plumlee with the screen. Harrell dishes to Johnson. Got a hand on it.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
Yeah, flawless fast break. Didn't slow down until the ball hit the bottom of the bucket.
To the paint, here's Decker. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here is Harris. 8 points his last outing. Finney Smith passes to Nick Roberts. 11 feet away. Rebound by Williams. Now the pass to Johnson. Outside Williams. They set the pick. Williams has a screen for Johnson. Over in the corner, Decker, just 5 on the clock. Misses from the corner. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-6 run. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Harris. Good work defensively by Johnson. The Clippers shooting 47% from the field to start things off. And here's Decker.
Yo, set it up.
Lets the three fly. He can't get that one to fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And Dirk Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd love to get one more before it's all said and done.
I mean, that 11th season I'll never forget, but once you tasted the victory, you know, you see how great that felt and, you know, how happy the city was, and there was just one big party over the whole summer, so you want that again, you want to experience it again.
Once definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Boy, they have not been caught out of position much. They're taking great angles to the ball. I love what I'm seeing tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Plumlee, Johnson out there with Williams. Then it's Decker, and it's Harrell in at the 4.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So many players, Doris, in the NBA make things look so easy to do. You know, having played, that it's not. It is not effortless. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, the two guys that come immediately to mind at the point guard position are Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. And I think it has to do with that magnificent handle that each of them has, able to put defenders on skates with, you know, a lean here, a crossover there. You think about the great scorers. Kevin Durant, right, makes those three-pointers in transition. It comes off the top of his hands so quickly. Carmelo Anthony, another, you know, just naturally gifted scorer. You know, Melo puts 25 on you. Didn't look like he broke a sweat.
But doesn't it also stand to reason that the work these guys put in, a lot of which we never see,
yes,
is so much a product of what they become?
I think the one thing that surprises me about the NBA is how hard these men work at their craft.
The best ones, the very best guys.
The very best guys spend the most time in the gym. You just want to tell young people, you want to know how to be a great player, devote your time and your life to it, because that's what these guys do.
Well said. Got a piece of it. Harris passes to Finney-Smith. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Harris. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. And guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. Here's Barea following the basket by Sam Decker. Barea kicks to Powell. Dallas, no good that time either. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Clippers, Johnson comes in for Plumlee, and it's Rivers in for Wesley Johnson. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Dallas. Clippers leading by 4. Williams dishes to Harrell. He kicks to Rivers. Johnson with it. Powell's there. Johnson can't hit.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Wing shot on the way, and that one's good. Barnes. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Williams. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio. Decker can't hit.
He's been off and on tonight, and that one didn't fall for him, but they still hold the advantage in this one.
Rivers against Harris. Back to Barnes. Feeds it to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Barnes. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Williams. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Noel's checked in for Dwight Powell. Nowitzki comes in for Josh McRoberts. Wesley Matthews checked in for Devin Harris. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They set the pick. Matthews passes to Barnes. And Noel kicks to Matthews. Nowitzki outside. And the 3 off target. Clippers leading by 5. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Noel. Curry against Beverly. Bass with the screen. Decker kicks to Johnson. Over in the corner, Beverly. No good from outside. Mavericks trail by 5. Outside Curry. Nowitzki outside. And Matthews now, top of the key. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, Wes Matthews navigating through contact, connecting on these shots. That's nice. Dirk Nowitzki, obviously in his late 30s, creeping closer to 40, but even so, one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. His signature fadeaway jumper is impossible to stop. It's so good, other stars around the league have tried to replicate it.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Sam Decker. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Curry dishes to Barnes. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 1-point Clipper lead. And Nowitzki with that blend of size and shooting ability, Doris, you don't lose either of those things with age, it seems.
I think, it feels like if he really wanted to, Dirk could probably play into his 40s and be effective. His offensive game, I know, is methodical, but it's as effective as ever.
Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Curry passes to Matthews. Back to Curry. Floats one up. Johnson with the block. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Off the inbound pass. They got him on the arm, but it still can.
Well, there's no question about why they're up. His accuracy has been phenomenal tonight.
For Dallas, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Free throw good, Nowitzki. Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class, in fact. I do enjoy
I bet he enjoys that, too. He's a good man, isn't he?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich at San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline?
I want you to understand something. When I'm walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the Mavericks, every summer, very aggressive in free agency, Doris, trying to reload to give Dirk Nowitzki a shot at one more title.
And Kevin, it's surprising to me more players haven't wanted to go to Dallas. A vibrant market, no state income tax, and most importantly, the chance to play with a Hall of Famer like Nowitzki, who creates space for everyone else.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Quick breather and maybe scheme something up that we haven't seen yet in this game. We'll know soon enough.
Dallas on defense. Gallinari on the wing, covered by Barnes. Clock at 6, and Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Johnson. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his third rebound on the night. Down low, the inside shot. Nowitzki, no good. LA's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Beverly wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Beverly's got 6.
Well, he had to take the three-pointer right there with the defense more or less ignoring him. No choice.
Beverly against Curry. Barnes outside. Pass to Noel. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Bass, a screen on Curry. And Beverly kicks to Bass. Bass with a screen for Gallinari. Lets it fly. The shot misses. Good D by Barnes. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Curry dishes to Barnes. There's a screen by Noel. A drive by Barnes. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rivers against Matthews. Rivers passes to Bass. And Beverly kicks to Johnson. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Noel. Here's Curry with the 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. You take a second here to take a look at the shot chart.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
The Clippers trail. And Beverly kicks to Rivers. Johnson against Noel. Again, Johnson missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Matthews, no good. LA's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Rivers kicks to Bass. Beverly against Curry. Molinari dishes to Beverly. And the rejection by Noel. And he's able to get it back. And he gets it back. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Clippers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And he makes the first. And Los Angeles with some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Bass. And Wesley Johnson has subbed for Rivers. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Here's Curry. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. With the shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Still unable to connect this quarter. Really looks frustrated. Just needs to try and stay calm.
And that one's good. Beverly.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Dishes it to Noel. Kicks it to Matthews. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
Gritty effort by Wes Matthews. Just buries himself in the paint and connects on a quality look.
Plumlee with a screen on Curry. Beverly the pass to Gallinari. Plumlee with the screen from deep. And it's Gallinari missing.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Confidence, he's lacking poise. He's forcing things that aren't there. He's just taking shots out of rhythm.
And Wes Matthews suffering a torn Achilles 2 seasons ago. Despite that, the Mavericks, Doris, gave him a 4-year max contract going into last season.
I think what they were doing, Kevin, was betting on his toughness. And you think about, he was back in action surprisingly quickly, but wasn't as effective last season. And he'll have to continue to improve his play to justify that top-dollar contract.
And Nerlens Noel, already an exceptional defender, but his offensive game is still a work in progress.
Yeah, they're trying to develop his free throw shot, and I think they're hoping his elbow jumper improves along with it. He can already pass and slash from the high post, and if he gets that jumper going, he'll have the makings of a triple threat.
Good on both.
Well, Wes Matthews, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, an amazing perimeter scorer who loves playing on the defensive end.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Johnson. No good. Good D by Matthews. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Wesley Matthews. Averaging 13 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harrell. Devin Harris is checked in for Matthews. And so he makes both from the line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Mavericks trailing. Barea kicks to Harris. To the inside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And another young Canadian making a name for himself, Dwight Powell, the 45th pick in the 2014 draft. He played at Stanford and showing that he's, Doris, a player to watch.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, basically a throw-in that Rajon Rondo trade, but the 6'11" athletic big man has some shooting touch, and he just needs to fill out that frame so that he can absorb an 82-game schedule in the NBA.
He doesn't get the second one.
I think Powell is an exciting prospect, has a phenomenal understanding of the game. I think he'll make big improvements with time.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
I'll tell you, the solid low post passing made all the difference on that last possession.
Mavericks trail by 3. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He doesn't usually fire from out there.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
You know, that is a tough matchup for him. The size difference is drastic, but he was able to get enough air under it to get the 3 to fall.
Here's Williams after the Mavericks pick up 3. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the jumper to drop. Williams has got 5 points so far. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Barea with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Decker. No good on the triple. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. You know, this team, they stretch out so much. You got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to the details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Looking at the field goal percentage during that period for them, it was good, 45%. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting, not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Well, he's given us every reason to anticipate big scoring outbursts, and tonight no exception.
The Clippers in the lead. On the floor for Dallas. Nowitzki is out there with Noel. Then it's Curry. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Barnes. And at the small forward. On the wing, Johnson. Poked loose. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's a reason Dirk Nowitzki is still going strong as he closes in on 40 years of age. He said the summers are a beast. Get up in the morning, leave the kids, and go work out like a maniac. But I feel good. Trying to find a good mix where I stay in shape, but I don't overwork. I'll try anything at this point and see if it works. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. A true professional.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Barnes hits them both. The Clippers shooting just 34% from the floor. And Rick Carlisle, coach of the Mavs, renowned for his X's and O's. But he said, Doris, he tries not to call any plays offensively if he can. Something that began when Jason Kidd was his point guard.
Right, Kevin, because he feels the more random they can be, the more unpredictable, the tougher they are to defend. And to me, that's a sign of a great coach. You instill concepts and philosophies, leave players the room to improvise.
Now here's Beverly. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Lets the three fly. And it's Gallinari again missing. Beverly against Curry. Nails the 16-footer. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Now here's Beverly. 9 points in the game so far. 6 on the shot clock. Rivers can't get it to go. Mavericks shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Curry kicks to Nowitzki. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Here's a look at the stats for Nowitzki. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in three-point field goal percentage, third in free throw percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, Nowitzki is as consistent as they come, a true gamer who continues to shine bright in the later stages of his career.
And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
Among the league's big men, he stands out for his free throw shooting. He's always steady there.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, they can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And it's Gallinari missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Matthews, and the layup is good. And it's a 9-point Dallas lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here are the Mavericks now. Big run right now going for them, 11-2. Curry kicks to Noel. He dishes it to Matthews. He gets it in there. Matthews has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Boy, late on rotations, not fighting over screens. 180-degree turn from what they did in the first half.
Bass with the screen. Gallinari outside. Bass with a screen for Gallinari. Johnson kicks to Rivers. To the inside. And that one's good. Beverly's got 11 points.
You know, that's just intelligent basketball. Put that pass exactly where it needed to go to set up the shot.
Rivers against Matthews. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
If he were shooting a bit better tonight, they'd be much further ahead in the scoreboard.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Dallas leading by 7. Curry kicks to Noel. The feed to Matthews. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations.
Well, we know that this team can shoot a lot better from deep. But tonight it's just not there for them. They can keep firing and hope they can shoot their way out of this funk. But if they continue to shoot it like they have from beyond the arc thus far, they'll just be beating themselves.
First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Nowitzki nails both of them. Now Rivers. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Yeah, hard for them to shave this deficit when they've got him shooting such a low percentage.
Now here's Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Yeah, tough for them to bounce back when he's shooting like this. He's been off all period.
One thing that Gallinari brings to the table is his ability to line up effectively at either forward spot. Can act as a stretch 4, if you will, with his height and still bother other power forwards. Very efficient shooter at the 4 position when he gets minutes there.
And Greg, talking about the advantage of a guy like Gallinari, other 4s often don't know how to match up with him, especially with his willingness to attack the hoop on the bounce.
Great point. A big part of the bonus you get from Gallinari is just having the flexibility with lineups. I mean, his coach can mix and match how they deploy him depending upon what team they're facing. And he's also improved his rebounding. I mean, to help play more effectively, I believe, at the 4. Rivers dishes to Beverly.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from pass.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Down low, Matthews. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Matthews has got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
Defense surrounding Matthews. He doesn't care. Just looks so comfortable inside.
Beverly the pass to Bass. Gallinari outside. Off target from outside.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
You know, clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right now. I'd like to see him get his teammates involved.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. It's going to be on Brandon Bass.
And that's all Nowitzki, right? Great frame and great game to get fouled on that shot.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And the first one drops. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Nowitzki hits them both. Clippers trail by 13. Williams kicks to Decker. The shot that time not on target. And it's Dallas the other way. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Here's Finney-Smith to the paint. Plumlee with a steal. Williams against Barea. Kicks it out to Johnson. Up again. Here's Harrell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Mavericks #1.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
No good on the free throw. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Dallas. So he comes up empty, missing both. Dallas leading by 13. Barea dishes to McRoberts. He feeds it to Harris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Decker can't hit.
Just a case of doing too much. He has to look to get his teammates involved, and his shot's just not there right now.
And that one is hammered home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Tipped away. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Plumlee. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we've seen the role of instant replay grow in the NBA. And Doris, I mean, it's a great use. We've seen just a massive improvement, I think, in the accuracy of calls. Just how big an impact has this had, in your opinion, in end-of-game situations?
Well, I think the most important part of this is when you put replay into effect, it has got to be done in an efficient manner. And one thing we have seen with the central role that Secaucus, the NBA's replay center, has had is there's direct communication between the officials on the court and the personnel in the replay center. And because of that, it's a system that was solid in its debut, will get better and more refined, and I think it's been perfect because at the end of the day, the players and the coaches and every part of their organization wants the call to be made correctly, and I think by and large you've seen that.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Here's Decker. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
You know, because of that, they've completely taken the air out of this building. They have done everything necessary to silence this crowd.
And J.J. Barea out of Puerto Rico, listed at 6 foot. Doris, are you buying that?
Well, Kevin, maybe with his shoes on, but even then, he's probably an inch shy. But listen, Barea uses his quickness and mobility to his advantage, and he's always looking to attack the defense off the pick and roll. Tough guy to contain.
Clippers trail by 20. Plumlee with the screen. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Harrell setting the pick for Williams. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Well, that's the danger. Very hard to get the momentum back once it's shifted.
Now here's Barea and Harris wide open. He shoots. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Now here's Williams. He's got 5. It's stolen by Barea. The dish to Powell. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, soft-looking jumper from Powell. Really tremendous confidence from mid-range.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Well, tighten up and toughen up in the lane. Establish better position, maybe even take some charges.
Outside Williams, back to Johnson. On the wing, Williams. It's stolen by Barea. Can they get it? And that one hits back iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Finney Smith. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Harrell slams it in.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, and he's not going to let an opportunity like that get away. I mean, he's just going to go hard to the bucket.
Now here's Barea. On the wing, Harris. 11 feet away. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Harris has got 9 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Williams with another miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Out to the wing. Here's Harris. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Here's the screen. Barea, that's a 2-pointer. That one wide left.
Who knows what happened there, but I'm sure the defense is aware they dodged a bullet.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Goes up to the stripe. Williams gets the bucket. 7 points in the game.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Dallas leading by 23. To the middle. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Clippers have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
That one is no good.
And guys, this is becoming the story of the second half. Missed free throws. You can't come back in a game if you can't make your foul shot.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. That'll put J.J. Barea on the line. That's on Lewis Williams.
One shot.
That free throw good from Barea. Clippers shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Barea against Williams. Plumlee with the screen. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. They set the pick. And there's the pass to Decker. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here's Barea. No good with the layup.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Mavericks ahead, running away with it. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
We can't do it on our own. You got to play together. You got to share together. All right? It's simple basketball.
Always preaching teamwork. Doc Rivers laying it down for his team moments ago in their huddle.
Yeah, I think he sees where certain individuals are kind of taking it upon themselves, and that's not helping right now.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Anderson is out there with Harrell. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Liggins in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Harris, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, the former 5th overall pick out of Wisconsin back in 2004, Devin Harris, still effective as a slashing combo guard.
And Harris, not much of a shooter. He's best, Doris, attacking the rim.
Yeah, Kev, I think we're talking about a long-limbed and athletic guy. And defensively, he can guard point guards and 2 guards. Good pickpocket as well. A lot to like here.
And the first one at the line is good. Used to be any contact at the rim, Doris, would result in a foul on the defender. But that has changed now with verticality in mind. What do you make of all this?
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think the guy who did it best for a couple of years was Roy Hibbert when he played for Indiana, because, you know, as you are entitled vertically to the space you create as a basketball player. So, Kevin, I love the challenge at the rim. I love that they allow these long, lean defenders to go up in the air vertically and contest. I love it.
That being said, I find very few things wrong with the changes that have been made over the last 5 or 7 years. How about you?
Oh, one of the things that's my favorite about the NBA is how proactive they are in making necessary changes that improve the game and equal the playing field. I love that about the NBA.
Good analysis. Passes it to Mejri. Baseline jumper. They grab their own miss. Munford, the pass to Finney-Smith. And another shot. Rebound by Harrell.
Ooh, that's stifling defense. Excellent effort.
Over to the wing. Here's Liggins. No good on the three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Hibbert. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Well, that tells the story. I mean, they've been far and away the more aggressive team, not just on the boards, but all over the floor.
Here's Rivers. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. A nice shot by Rivers.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Munford kicks to Harris. Corner shot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Liggins. Rivers with it. Devin Harris covering. Rivers misses in close. Dallas shooting 43% for the game. Harris dishes to Hibbert. Munford, the pass to Finney-Smith. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Devin Harris.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line for your Clippers, DeAndre Liggins. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. What do you think is the most difficult thing about being a rookie that they have to face, Doris, in the transition from the college game to the pro game?
I'm interested in your response as well. I mean, the first 2 things that come to mind for me are physicality and length of season. Do you think that those are probably the 2 toughest adjustments?
Absolutely, but I also think that intangible is that being a what's it mean to be a professional? Because don't you think it covers the way you handle your off time, the way you practice, interact with the press? I mean, it's so multidimensional. Learning to be a pro just does not happen overnight.
Is there any better compliment in any field than to have someone say, that's a pro right there?
The best. Agreed, the best. Now here's Curry. He kicks to Barnes. Here's Munford. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Liggins kicks to Rivers. Inside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
For Dallas, Harrison Barnes. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Well, the competition committee, Doris, is always looking at new ideas, looking at the NBA from so many different angles, so many different levels. Do you have a take on switching to the top 16 seeding in the playoffs, for instance? I know that's been a topic of late.
You know, one of my favorite things about the NBA is they are always on the cutting edge of self-evaluation. And if they identify a weakness, then they're going to be proactive and make a change. The most fair way to seed in the playoffs is to pick the 8 best teams from the 2 respective conferences. Divisions clearly perhaps had a place in the past. They no longer do. Let's seed everybody 1 to 8. It's the fairest, easiest way to get the best teams competing in the fairest fashion. So I 100% agree to seeding 1 through 8 regardless of division.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Plumlee. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Munford, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Here's Liggins. And again, no good by the Clippers. Dallas shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Curry. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And a moment now to discuss injuries. Something, Doris, that all teams have to deal with, the most players as well from time to time. Let's get your take on what's the key to staying healthy.
Well, I think obviously most professional athletes realize that they have a limited window with which to make money with their body. And so if you are smart from the time you enter the league going all the way through your career, you're doing the right things. You're getting the proper rest. You're paying attention to nutrition. You're getting massages. You're going to the chiropractor. You're taking all kinds of both proactive and preventative steps to stay healthy. From a league perspective, this is obviously crucial because they know that the players are their most important commodity. And so you're starting to see individual teams and organizations track the movements of their players, both in practice and in games. That kind of data is critical because if you see somebody wearing down, if the data is in fact telling you, okay, Dwayne Wade has run far too much in the last week, let's dial back practice. Let's sit him one game. I think the key is just continue to use data and continue to use what we now know and what we will know in the future to try to protect guys.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Clippers. Barnes outside. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Plumlee kicks to Beverley. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just laziness on the part of the defense, not hustling to get to the boards.
Here's Munford. There's a screen. Hibbert, the pass to Munford. Stolen by Beverley. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Liggins.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Well, the league is always looking, Doris, into every possible angle to make precise calls, to give it more precision, more efficiency, more validity. What do you think about some automated assistance for officials?
You know, I'm not sure about this one. What I would say is when we go to the replay center, if it's sort of a small call out of bounds at the end of game, whatever the case may be. I would like to see those officials back in the replay center make that call, communicate it, and let's move on. I think the pace of play would be helped.
They've almost perfected, though, the time it takes to put it up in front of the officials at the game and the view from the center in Secaucus.
They've done a really good job, and again, a case in point where the NBA is proactive trying to improve the game.
Yeah, it's the best of all professional leagues, I think.
No question. A bit undersized for that power forward, but boy, does he get in the air so quick. Such great lift.
Here's Munford. Here's Barnes. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
That's just terrific team basketball leading to a bucket. Great feed, better finish.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Munford kicks to Barnes. Hibbert with the screen. Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Dallas.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
And Liggins kicks to Beverly. To the inside. Here's Bass. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Curry. Pass to Mejri. There's the pick. Curry kicks to Hibbert. Clock at 6. And that one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, very effective possession. You won't miss too many shots from that close range.
Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Munford, the pass to Hibbert. Again, the miss by Hibbert. For Los Angeles, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Munford, defended by Beverly. Hibbert with the screen. On its way from Curry for 2. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Left side Curry. Good on the bucket. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Beverly kicks to Liggins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. For 3. Hibbert pulls it in.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Here's Munford. There's the screen. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Hibbert kicks to Curry. Here's Munford, defended by Beverly. Tries again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Analytics certainly have jumped up in their usage around the NBA. Doris, how do you feel it's been used? Is it here to say? Where's it going?
You know, this has been such a fascinating discussion amongst players and coaches. Coaches, by and large, will tell you, yes, we like analytics, but I have to coach by feel. And I don't think you can overvalue or undervalue either one. You're never going to take a step back, Kevin. The metrics of it are too important. In terms of how we're able to track the movements of players. They haven't worked hard enough today. We can go hard again tomorrow. I think it's all important, but I think the best organizations are the ones who look at things in its totality.
It's taught me about the game. I mean, and the things that maybe I've never thought about like as a fan. Like, the success of jump shots between 10 and 16 feet. How many times the guy goes to his right as opposed to his left. What his favorite block is to set up in. How much he's been used in practice during the week. where they're going to go defensively, where the weak spots are. Just different things to consider, which gives you a taste of what coaches and organizations go through during a game, during preparation, and getting ready for their opponent.
Yeah.
There's so much to consider, and you can be overloaded by analytics too.
You were sitting there describing that, and I thought these are all excellent points. At what point does it become overload? At what point are you able to filter out the necessary things? I imagine that's an art.
Decker, his three-pointers off the mark. Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Barnes kicks to Powell. Feeds to McRoberts. What about the finals format, Doris? 2-2, 1-1-1. It's back. Most everyone pleased about it. What do you think?
I love it, because if you go to the old 2-3-2 format, to me, that middle stretch where the team that's lower seeded literally has 3 straight opportunities to change a series with home court advantage, that is unfair to the team that works so hard to get that top spot.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series. And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Harrison Barnes.
Well, he had the kind of performance that showcases all of the firepower he's got in his arsenal, and played effective and impressive the entire night.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams has checked in. Monfort kicks to Matthews. Dishes it to Powell. Shoots off the screen. And it's Matthews again missing. Here's Johnson. They grab their own miss. Decker misses from close range.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, he has the innate ability to change shots. What a competitor.
Now here's Matthews. Dallas, no good that time either. Johnson outside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
That's an excellent finish on the break, getting all the way to the cup for an easy one.
Now here's Matthews. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Dirk, how were you all able to exploit them inside tonight?
Well, I think our points of pain come more in transition. We got to push the ball. That's where we are best. We're not really a slow, grinded out kind of team, but if we do have to, and it's a slow game, then we got to find a way to penetrate some, make the defense collapse, and finish around the basket some. I was able to get in there some, so that was big for us, play inside out.
Yeah, you really had that defense moving tonight, Dirk. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes. What'd you think, Kenny?
His points in the paint were a big factor for them tonight. He consistently took it to the rack. Relentless.
You know what? Usually he takes crazy shot, but his shot selection was outstanding tonight. That's the main thing. He didn't force anything. See, if the shot wasn't there for him, he kept the ball moving. That's how you get your shooting percentage up in the high 50s. Excellent.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.